Hey, you. Yeah, you. You did something. You did something big. Throughout 2013, you were the cure. All across America, as a part of the American Heart Association and You're the Cure, you made change happen. You took action for healthier communities. You spoke up for healthier lives. And together, we made a difference. How? Let's count all the ways. First, we stood up for our country's littlest hearts by advocating for critical congenital heart defect screenings for all newborns using pulse oximetry testing. 18 new states passed legislation to require this simple and affordable test. Because advocates like Kelsey Thomas, Greg Olson, and Dawn Batcher made it their mission. After a pulse ox test helped save her son Jacob's life, Kelsey became an advocate and traveled to her state capital in New York to share her story. Greg, a professional football player and father to a CHD survivor, raised awareness about pulse ox through media interviews in North Carolina. And Don, along with his daughter Grace, a CHD survivor, took the lead on educating lawmakers about pulse ox in Kentucky, where the bill passed and will now go through the regulatory process. Second, You're the Cure advocates told state lawmakers why it's so important for all students to learn the life-saving skill of CPR in schools, and they listened. 7 new states passed laws that will help train the next generation of lifesavers, including Texas, the largest state yet. Beginning with the class of 2015, the more than 280,000 Lone Star State students that graduate each year will have been trained in CPR. Now that's a lot of lifesavers. And in Washington, it was the actions of advocates that led the state's CPR in Schools bill through the legislature and right to the governor's desk to be signed into law. Third, we helped get more Americans moving by exercising our voices for community changes that help promote physical activity. Take Georgia, for example, where the governor signed legislation that encourages schools to open their facilities to the public after hours, so community members have safe, free, and convenient places to exercise. Fourth, You're the Cure advocates helped prevent kids from smoking and protected people from the dangers of secondhand smoke by pushing for increased tobacco taxes, smoke-free laws, and funding for prevention programs. Like in Minnesota, where Dr. Courtney Beckler, a Twin Cities physician, testified at public hearings, helping to secure a $1.60 per pack tobacco tax increase, which is expected to prevent more than 47,000 Minnesota kids from smoking. Fifth, we spoke up for system changes that will help improve outcomes for patients suffering a heart attack or stroke, and your personal stories made the difference. Like that of Irv Inninger, North Dakota State's former head basketball coach. As a heart attack survivor, Irv made key contacts to North Dakota's governor and legislators, paving the way for passage of his state's acute cardiovascular emergency bill. So what does it all add up to? Across the country, You're the Cure advocates help take important steps forward toward building healthier communities. But we're far from done. We can't stop until every American can benefit from these life-saving public policies. We won't stop until every American can lead a healthier life free from heart disease and stroke. That's why we're renewing our call to action, right here, right now. And we need you to join us, because your stories matter, because your actions matter, because in the fight against heart disease and stroke, you're the cure. Can we count you in?